thinking to myself, what a wonderful world. What a wonderful world.
Well, everyone, we are on our way to the hospital. I have been admitted. I'm probably going to be in there for about 2 or 3 days to get a whole fleet of tests done. With the systemic sclerosis, I've had a side effect where I've lost vision right in the focal point in my left eye. And as a result, if I close my right eye, I can't really read or see anything because that little pin drop sort of area is all grayed out now. For the past week, I've had no breath, heart rate racing anytime I even just, get out of bed and walk around. So I'm going to be staying for a whole bunch of different cardio tests and an X-ray, some blood work. Yeah, there's a whole fleet of things they're doing for me, and I'll update you on all that as we go. But yeah, for now, the only way to get it done in a short period of time is to admit me. So here we go. Hello, everyone.
So this is Benna's patient hallway 2.
Yeah,
Because
my private room.
we're quite literally.
We're across the way from reception, so we're checking.
That's me giving a thumbs up. There we go.
Hopefully, we are not here long.
Yes. So he's had his EKG, and we are going to be going down for his X-ray in about 40 minutes, half an hour. So
2 down, 6 to go. Well, it's about 5 o'clock on day 2, and it has been a long day. Started the day with some blood work that actually turned out really well. Then had to have the delightful ultrasound of my testicles. Make sure I don't have any cancer. Julia's laughing in the corner. What I've further learned is the systemic sclerosis has not just toughened my skin, but the veins around where the tougher skin is. So they had to bring in the IV team to get an IV to work. Even with their ultrasound and all their tech, took 3 tries, and they had to go sort of mid-arm rather than hand, but there was nothing else before that. So I basically have a straight arm until they are ready to take this thing out. And so that was 30 to 40 minutes of sweating and just terrible. The IV team described this as usually when you're putting the plastic portion of the IV into the vein, it goes in like butter, and she was like, it's like cutting through a basketball. It's sort of the best analogy of what my veins are like right now. So it does not make it very fun. Had 2 CT scans, or 3 CT scans today, and I have one for sure tomorrow, respiratory test tomorrow, whatever else they can throw at me tomorrow, and hopefully we're getting closer to some answers. So this is day 2. Well, welcome to day 3. So glad yesterday was over, or is over. So my muscle enzymes were at 1079. Normal range is 175 or lower. Just being on an IV and drinking a whole ton of water over the past day and a bit, that number's come down to 500, which is awesome. So on the docket today is we have a pulmonary test, then I have an MRI hopefully today, and then another CT scan today. And apart from just, I think probably have more blood taken tomorrow, I think that's close to all that they're going to be doing. I have another test, which is an EMG, which is going to have to be done next week as an outpatient, where they're going to basically stick a bunch of needles in the muscles, my legs and my arms and elsewhere to see how electrical currents work. It's a test for the neurologist to see how my body's working on that side. So tons of fun. Fun in my phone booth.
Nice, easy, relaxed breathing in and out. Just take your time, 6 or 7 breaths like that, nice and relaxed.
Good morning, everyone. It is day 4, so I've just woken up. Woken up to the guy changing the garbage at about 6:30, and then 7 a.m. had my morning blood test, which was fun. Went well though, and now I hopefully am getting out today, but I've woken up to a note. Nothing by mouth, so they might have found something. They might have to do another test, a different test. I don't exactly know, so we'll find out. But as of when I went to bed, I was supposed to do an MRI with and without contrast on each of my legs, and if the neurologist gives me a clean bill, then I was hoping to be released today, but I will update you later. Hope everyone's having a good one. The do not eat note was for my blood work, so thankfully it wasn't anything they found. They just needed me not to eat before they squeezed me of some more red juice. So technically this is my first morning where they actually received my breakfast order. So I got exactly what I wanted this morning. So oatmeal, toast, yogurt, and they said cheese protein. And I was like, cottage cheese? But it's actually just some cheddar cheese. Love my cheese. So, anyhow, things are going well so far. How's your day going?
Oh, it's been a good day so far. It's pretty steady, but that's okay.
So, last test for this trip, hopefully. I think they could have done a better job with the sign. I know they want to advertise the brand of Access Box, but I think it's a fail. Well, it's the end of Friday. I've made it home. It was, that was an ugly stretch. Tuesday to Friday at the hospital. I got some sleep, getting poked and prodded, more tests to come. And yeah, luckily, one thing we found was hydration is way more important with all these drugs than I originally thought. So all in all, that was not fun. It was good to get it over with. It was nice to hear no cancer, no, major problems that they've uncovered that are going to cause, but I'm still dealing with issues with my eye, so that's going to be dealt with a neuro-ophthalmologist, which we're going to have to go to Vancouver to see, and that's probably going to be in a few weeks. So yeah, that was the terrible Tuesday to Friday, no fun, lots of pokes, lots of very uncomfortable tests, and yeah, we'll talk soon. One thing to note, if anyone is ever going to be in a MRI machine for longer than an hour and you're laying on your back, make sure whatever underwear or whatever you're wearing is padded, because my tailbone almost punched through the skin from having to lay on that solid board for an hour and 15 minutes. So there's a tip for you.